Hey, what's up, folks? How long was I away? 5 minutes. I think it was 5. It says 5. Excuse me.
흘러라, 과거의 칼날이여. 흘러라, 과거의 칼날이여.
Super break.
흘러라, 과거의 칼날이여.
Pull. Quack quack. Alright, so only 3 times. I don't use that one often.
트리비 선생님, 비행할 땐 조심. 저희를 위해 아끼. 사람이 많으면 힘도 세.
타올라라, 기사의 혼이여. 시간 좀 아끼자고. 경계하세요, 마스터.
부디 이 검은 구름을 걷어내어 맑은 하늘을 되찾게. 달려! 보고 있나? 폭풍을 타고. 출발이야!
정복하고
This thing's already dead.
승리를 이어가! 헛헛헛! 승리는 정해졌다!
Oops. Oh, no, my bad. Darn. Bunch of wine glasses talking to me. Random subtle. Really? This is why I should read carefully before taking an action.
흘러라 과거의 칼날이여. 아, 이것도 은혜를 여행하는 의미지.
Consume 2 skill points. How lovely.
곧 폭풍우가 몰아칠 거야.
향이 피어오르고 구름
흘러라 과거의 칼날이여.
적집대 포획마크 활성화. 이제 즐거운 반격 시간이에요. 전투를 입의 소리 이거야? 좀 까다롭네. 자극 좀 줘봐. 지원 투입.
출발할 시간이야. 몸도 이름도 사라지리.
저기도 추가됐어. 자극 좀 줘봐. 아군이 우세하네요.
죽은 자를 위해 눈물을 흘리리. 황혼의 비가 결국엔 내릴 거야.
한 번 더.
떠도는 자를 인도하지.
직접 타겟 정찰 완료.
I may be getting some fragments, but this running good with all the negatives.
흘러라 과거의 칼날이여.
Oh well. I've already made it this far. Well, there's one thing I do know. I ain't keeping this one. Hule. Okay.
괜찮은 연기 동물이네. 양동 작전도 가능한가? 까다로운 적입니다, 마스터. 준비에 만전을 기해야 합니다.
저희를 위해 앞길
타올라라, 기사의 혼이여. 시간 좀 아끼자고. 경계하세요, 마스터.
햇볕을 쬐어요. 부디 이 검은 구름을 걷어내어 맑은 하늘을 되찾게.
고마워. 몸 조심해. 피하지 않고 후회하지 않아.
Excuse me.
불보듯이 만물은 사라지는 연기와도 같죠.
넌 안 돼.
직접 나서야 하다니 불결함을 씻어드리죠. 고집을 부리시는군요. 미래는
두렵지 않아. 느려.
That was my bad. I pressed square.
정복하고 사냥하리. 만고불변의 승리를 이어가리. 헛! 승리는 정해졌다. 결책이다. 선거 해봐.
부디 이 검은 구름을 걷어내어 맑은 하늘을 되찾게.
피하지 않고 후회하지 않아.
고집을 부리시는군요.
휘몰아쳐라. 스트라이크 에어.
무지개 다리로 안내할게요. 불보듯이 만물은 사라지는 연기와도 같죠.
정복하고 만고불변의 승리를 이샷. 승리는 정해졌다.
진실은 깨끗이
두렵지 않아. 느려. 정복하고 만고불변의 승리를 승리는 정해졌다.
마음을 열어주세요.
넌 안 돼.
Find our fate.
저지를 막아야 해요. 고집을 부리시는 불보듯이 만물은 사라지는 연기와도 같죠.
정복하고 만고불변의 승리를 이어가리! 으! 승리는 정해졌다! 피하지 않고 후회하지 않아! 으!
부디 이 검은 구름을 걷어내어 맑은 하늘을 되찾게. 악취는 빨리 제거하세. 진실은 깨끗이.
난네
이 빛은 별.
엑스
Just the right time. I was just waiting for it. But I'm not gonna keep that run. Not gonna keep that build. No, thank you. Now it's 100. Huh. More stellar jades. No, I think that's that. Still worth looking it up though. By now, yes, by now there is data. It's almost a mix of between crit rate and crit damage. No, I guess that's okay. But I should still use the thing. Somehow they shifted the order. Okay. Or am I going crazy? Huh. Oh well.
까다로운 적입니다, 마스터. 준비에 만전을 기해야 합니다. 향이 피어오르고.
시간 좀 아끼자고!
이 성을 잃은 건가?
넌 안 돼! 피하지 않고 후회하지 않아! 느려! 이번엔 좀 낫네.
마스터, 지시를. 반드시 승. 직접 나서야 하단 진실.
Why was she going multiple times?
무지개 다리로 안내할게. 고집을 부리시는 분. 부디 이 검은 구름을 걷어내어 맑은 하늘을 되찾게. 치료 감사합니다.
두렵지 않아! 넌 안 돼! 씻어드리죠. 발톱이 무사.
불보듯이 만물은 사라지는 연기와도 같죠.
이번엔 좀 낫네.
He doesn't have that much health left. Might as well just do it.
경계하세요, 마스터. 느려.
부디 이 검은 구름을 걷어내어 맑은 하늘을 되찾게.
치료 감사합니다. 반드시 승.
불보듯이 만물은 사라지는 연기와도 같죠. 미래는 찬란을.
마스터. 덤벼. 옷 두렵지 않아.
진심을 깨끗이.
넌 안 돼. 이번엔 좀 낫네.
불보듯이 만물은 사라지는 연기와도 같죠.
발톱이 무뎌진 거야. 정복하고 만고불변의 승리를. 승리는 정해졌다. 정복하고 만고불변의 승리를. 승리는 정해졌다. 정복하고
Oh, he's dead
만고불변의
for sure.
승리를 이어가리. 승리는 정해졌다. 경계하세요, 마스터. 반드시. 마스터. 지.
저들을 막아야 해요. 부디 이 검은 구름을 걷어내어 맑은 하늘을 되찾게. 마음이 편안해지네요.
피하지 않고 후회하지 않아. 느려. 이번엔 좀 낫네. 이번엔 좀 낫네.
직접 불결함을 씻어드리죠. 미래는
정복하고 만고불변의 승리를 이어가리. 승리는 정해졌다.
저들을 막아야 해요. 저들을 막아야 해요. 불보듯이 만물은 사라지는 연기와도 같죠.
두렵지 않아. 정복하고 만고불변의 승리를 이어가. 승리는 정해졌다.
Overkill. Where's his wolf pack? I was waiting for his wolf pack, but they didn't come.
경계하세요, 마스터. 넌 안 돼. 반드시. 마스터.
부디 이 검은 구름을 걷어내어 맑은 하늘을 되찾게. 마음이 편안해지네요. 불보듯이 만물은 사라지는 연기와도 같죠.
What is that count? Not countdown. That's stack. Increases damage dealt by saber by 52%. Generate a fixed amount. Okay. I'm gonna pretend I understood that. I just know it does increase damage. That's it.
분명 피하지 않고 후회하지 않아. 느려. 정복하고 만고불변의 승리를. 승리는 정해졌다. 이번엔 좀 낫네.
뒤지게 돼. 불보듯이 만물은 사라지는 연기와도 같죠.
정복하고 만고불변의 승리를. 승리는 정해졌다. 엑스 카니발! 선거해봐!
Nice. I was thinking 15 stack is more than enough, right? I'd say that was beyond overkill just by doing that. Hang on. Hang on. Who's in the rerun banners now? Ah, okay.
회색 친구, 전투 끝내고 봄을 건지러 가자. 술래잡기 놀이 시작.
Interesting. Just running around stealing stuff. Just like that.
살살해. 일찍 퇴근해야 하니까 내놔. 스트라이크 에어! 도망은 못 가지.
웃기지도 않는군. 마스터, 승리를 당신에게 바칩니다, 마스터.
이리온! 휘몰아쳐라! 날 찾아!
반드시 승리를. 이 정도로.
시작하자! 난
빛은 별. 엑스 카니발! 승리를 당신에게
Even their
바칩니다,
weakness, strengths, elemental strength and weaknesses didn't save them. Excalibur really does cut them up. Although it's funny how that's how the sword is always like. Could have sworn it was much different. actual sword, not some invisible one.
규칙은 깨라고 있는 것.
도망은 못 가지.
네 의지로 결말에 도달해봐.
다 내놔.
결책이다.
날 찾아. 어설퍼.
서로의 기회.
이어.
승패는 신경 쓸 필요 없어.
This should be interesting.
술래잡기 놀이 시작.
I run, I steal, you can't slam me. Nothing you can do about it.
이리온. 휘몰아쳐라. 도망은 못 가지.
승리를 당신에게 바칩니다, 마스터.
살살해. 일찍 퇴근해야 하니 다 내놔.
반드시
날 찾아.
결책이다.
휘몰아쳐라.
무료해.
시작하지. 자, 건들기만 해.
승리를 당신에게 바칩니다, 마스터.
술래잡기 놀이 시작. 술래잡기 놀이 시작.
There's some random items I have never seen before.
마스터 지시를.
Well, either random, either ones I never seen before, or
마스터.
maybe they already existed in the game for a while and I never encountered those items. Batter up, boys!
휘몰아쳐라. 도망은 못 가지.
반드시 승리를. 결책.
날 찾아.
승리를 당신에게 바칩니다, 마스터.
술래잡기 놀이 시작.
Wonder if it's always the same pickups from the same enemies.
마스터 지시를.
휘몰아쳐라. 도망은 못 가지.
결책.
날 찾아. 이리온.
반드시 승리. 승리를 당신에게 바칩니다, 마스터. 마스터 지시를.
도망은 못 가지.
don't recall what the weaknesses are. Something tells me I need fire, though.
소녀가 은희님의 힘이 되어드릴게요.
King Yu's voice sounds just, in a weird way, sounds sweet as like a candy. Also, is this the right elevator? No, I think I'm in the wrong one. Oh, no, never mind. I'm on the right side. I don't see a wind.
다리 비춤 진리.
Yeah, that's right. Get over here. I think I unfroze him a bit.
규칙은 깨라고 있는 것. 좋은 기회이니 잡아야죠. 일심동체. 휘몰아쳐라! 이야! 꿈은 끝났어요. 우리 만난 적 있나요? 구름이 흩어졌네요. 스트라이크 에어! 과거는 다시 춤을 추죠.
웃기지도 않는군. 햇빛을 감으로.
자!
잭스
They were cannon fodder, so of course they were gonna get annihilated like that.
네 의지로 결말에 도달해봐. 힛! 얍!
Hmm.
힛!
Does it go far? Does he meet up with the other? No, he doesn't. No, there's already another one there. I mean, there's already a pair up ahead.
일심동체.
반드시 승리를 휘몰아쳐라! 타! 단숨에 끝내주지!
구름이 흩어졌네요.
다음! 목표가 있어야 낫을 더 빨리 휘두를 수 있어. 이걸로 널 해방해주지. 나비와 함께 흩어져라. 과거의 환영이여.
좋은 건 나눠야죠.
스트라이크 에어! 마스터 지시를. 날 건드리자. 한숨에 끝내주지.
꿈은 끝냈어요.
성사. 기칙은 깨라고
Big
있는 것.
ugly buggers.
괜찮아. 이 구름이 흩어졌네요.
휘몰아쳐라. 내가 두렵구나. 차. 한숨에 끝내주지.
This is what happens when you don't have a healer on the team.
목표가 있어야
If you're just gonna
마지막 빨리
rely
휘둘릴 수
on
있어.
brute force. But I think there could have been a nice workaround if they could just have the option during combat to use healing items. Isn't that kind of a staple rule of thumb with turn-based RPGs? Or did they wanted to make this an exception? Then again, does Expedition 33 have healing items during combat? The use of healing items during combat? I wonder. I just had a Big Mac earlier and I can still taste the sweetness. It's either that or the mix of sweetness out of the Coke, perhaps.
우리 만난 적 있나요? 좋은 건 나눠야죠.
반드시 승리를 휘몰아쳐라.
주우금은 끝냈어요. 소녀가 도움이 됐으면 좋겠어요.
We're gonna need some fire and ice just for fun. And literally just for fun. Kinda wonder, did her setup ever change? $70, yeah, no, that's the reason why I didn't.
네비니의 공연을 무료로 볼 수 있다니.
That's probably why I never I never used get that bother getting that relic.
이번 공연은 대상공.
Heads up.
빙글빙글. 돈 있으면 내주세요. 에그리를. 먹었어. 돈 없으면 다음에 해요. 빙글빙글. 휘몰아쳐라. 기다리면 패가 붙어요. 예. 돈 있으면.
마스터 지시를 자.
에그리를.
반드시 승리를.
기회를 봤어.
Burn! It's either that or the fire kiss gets him.
마스터
돈 없으면 다 가. 개구리를 헛! 빙글빙글. 이번 공연은 대성공.
Could have sworn one of the enemies was weak to wind. Maybe it was you. Yeah, it is.
반드시 승리를 휘몰아쳐라. 개구리를 승리를 당신에게 바칩니다, 마스터. 결책이다. 야! 빙글빙글. 돈 있으면 내주세요. 개구리를
Excuse me.
시간을 낭비했잖아.
Oh, that was a nice clash.
마스터 지시를 스트라이크 에어. 빙글빙글. 핫! 시간을 낭비했잖아. 반드시 승리를 휘몰아쳐라! 개구리를 마스터 지 땡좀 잡게 해줘 제발. 와 났다. 빙글빙글. 기회를 봐. 봐주지 마. 승리를 당신에게 바칩니다, 마스터. 타올라라 기사의 혼이여.
Kind of notice her swing after hitting objects. It's like it has somewhat of a smooth or quick reset.
반드시 승리를. 이 빛은 엑스 칼리버!
And there was nothing left of them.
였으니 막을래야 막을 수 없죠. 타올라라 기사의 혼이여. 손맛 좀 볼까? 자. 자자! 미리 새해 인사 올립니다! 개구리를 망가질 수 없지. 마스터 빙글빙글. 운이 트였으니 막을래야 막을 수 없죠. 타올라라 기사의 혼. 손맛 좀 볼까? 자! 돈 없으면 다음에 가! 연습해서 다행이네요. 반드시 승리를 휘몰아쳐라! 마스터 지시를 스트라이크 에어! 개구리를 후탕! 돈 있으면 내주세요. 빙글빙글! 망토르 공연 결책이다. 개구리를 먹었어. 돈 없으면 다음에요. 자자 미리 새해 인사 올립니다. 빙글빙글. 결책이다. 개구리를
1 HP and a dream.
막을래야 막을 수 없죠. 타올라라 기사의 손맛 좀 볼까?
결착이다. 성공. 해봐.
에그리를 우리 트였으니 막으려야 막을 수 없죠. 손맛 좀 볼까?
I think there was a fire guy. Yeah. Hooah!
돈 있으면 내주세요. 빙글빙글.
결착이다.
그치. 에그리를 왔다.
Oh, nice extra.
시간을 낭비했잖아.
And I think that only happens 50% of the chance.
내가 누군지 이 큰 다이아 너 줄게. 빙글빙글.
반드시 스. 승리를 당신에게 바칩니다, 마스터.
돈 없으면 다음에요.
마스터 디스트라이크 에어.
에그리를
Yeah, there's like a few enemies there, but it's not really noteworthy.
돌이킬 수 없어. 우린 폭풍 속에 들어섰어. 수호와 방위를 위해 격파하라. 질풍 같은 기세. 대가를 치러야 할 거야. 바람이 불린 한 발뿐이야. 반드시 휘몰아쳐라. 투지는 꺼진 적 없지. 하늘을 찔러라. 이 싸움은 피할 수 없어. 내가 돕게 해줘. 스트라이크 에어.
경제가 심각하네.
치료 감사합니다.
휘몰아쳐라.
대가를 치러야 할 거야.
치료해봐.
이 싸움은 피할 수 없어. 내가 돕게 해줘. 스트라이크 에어. 돌이킬 수 없어. 바람이 불린 한 발뿐이야. 우리가 잃은 걸 전부 되찾아오자. 질풍 같은 기세. 대가를 치러야 할. 내가 돕게 해줘.
휘몰아쳐라. 경제가 심각하네. 맛이.
고마워.
날 괴롭히다니.
투지는 꺼진 적 없고. 돕게 해줘. 마스터.
It's slight.
모두 무사히 돌아왔으면 됐어.
But maybe it's the skill damage that does more than just the regular damage boost.
반드시 승리를. 식은 죽 먹기야. 사소한 기회도 내가 돕게 해줘. 스트라이크 에어! 모두 무사히 돌아왔으면 됐어. 마스터 지시를. 바람이 불면 한 발뿐이야. 휘몰아쳐라! 식은 죽 먹기야. 하늘을 찔러라. 이 싸움은 피할 수 없. 내가 돕게 해줘. 반드시 스트라이크 에어! 잭스 카니발! 질풍 같은 기세. 대가를 치러야 할 것. 우린 폭풍 속에 들어섰어. 수호와 방위를 위해 격파하라. 휘몰아쳐라.
맛맛이.
치료 감사합니다. 스트라이크 에어!
Alright, yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm
승리를
seeing the
당신에게
difference
맡깁니다.
in terms of buff and without a buff.
반드시 승리를. 바람이 불면 한 발뿐이야. 하늘을 찔러라. 이 싸움은 피해. 내가 돕게 해줘. 마스터.
Plus with the addition of the break effect. Oh yeah, the damage is high.
반드시 승리를. 휘몰아쳐라. 돌이킬 수 없어. 질풍 같은 기세. 대가를 치러야 해. 내가 돕게 해줘. 스트라이크 에어!
치료해줄게.
치료 감사합니다.
Excuse me.
결착이다. 휘몰아쳐라. 이 싸움은 피할 수 없어. 바람이 불면 연이 한 발뿐이야. 투지는 꺼져. 하늘을 찔러라. 마스터 스트라이크 에어! 돌이킬 수 없어. 휘몰아쳐라! 반드시 승리를. 스트라이크 에어! 투지는 꺼진 질풍 같은 기세. 내가 돕게 해줘. 바람이 불면 한 발뿐이야. 휘몰아쳐라! 모두 무사히 돌아왔으면 됐어. 마스터 지시를. 우린 폭풍 속에 들어섰어. 수호와 방위를 위해 격파하라. 이 잭스 카니발! 돌이킬 수 없어. 하늘을 찔러라. 내가 돕게 해줘. 반드시 승리를 성공해봐.
Ah, yeah, I forgot about that. After the ult triggers, Saber's normal gets enhanced. Fantastic. There's an enemy over there? Somewhere in some corner. I'll leave him be. He has no idea.
질풍 같은 기세. 이 싸움은 피해 내가 돕게 해줘. 마스터 스트라이크 에어! 반 내가 돕게 해줘. 마스터 바람이 불면 한 발뿐이야.
휘몰아쳐라! 허약해보.
반컷! 하늘을 찔러라. 내가 돕게 해줘. 스트라이크 에어!
휘몰아쳐라!
투지는 질풍 같은 기세. 대가를 치러 내가 돕게 해줘.
스트라이크 에어! 병은 예방이 최고의 치료야.
Definitely the damage could have been more significant. Actually, I wonder.
어공님, 협상은 제게 맡기시죠. 그럼 시간을
타올라라 기사의 혼이여. 마스터 지시를.
휘몰아쳐라! 손님은 대접을 해.
하늘을 찔러라. 내가 돕게 해줘.
우리 활
One normal was able to do that.
대접을 해드려야죠.
스트라이크 에어! 식은 죽 먹기야. 질풍 같은 기세. 내가 돕게 해줘. 반드시 승리를 당신에게 바칩니다, 마스터.
I'm no math person or mathematician. That should be a lot of damage if I had just a bunch of harmony characters. Yeah, probably.
우리 화해하지 않을래. 신기한 것들로 일심동기.
바람이 불면 한 발뿐이야. 하늘을 찔러라. 내가 돕게 해줘. 마스터 휘몰아쳐라.
손님은 대접을 해드려야죠.
우린 폭풍 속에 들어서
I'm going overkill.
수호와 방위를 위해 격파하라. 잭스. 모두 무사히 돌아왔으면 됐어.
Yeah, there's still a small group here too.
타올라라 기사의 혼이여.
Small group of robots.
우리 화해하지 않을래요?
질풍 같은 기세. 결착이다. 스트라이크 에어. 돌이킬 수 없어.
Hey Ratchet, what's up?
자리를 잡지. 한 뿐이야. 결착이다. 휘몰아쳐라.
I don't even need to break. I already got stacks full of buffs. Actually, come to think of it, how long do they even last?
승리를 당신에게
Outside of
바칩니다,
Yukong,
마스터.
hers is only like 1 or 2 turns. One buff. 2 buffs.
내가
3. And there's another one that was like passive. 57, 80%. No. Benediction. 3 turns. 429. Huh. That adds up to over 4,000. Okay.
스트라이크 에어.
Not sure if that's ever the highest.
승리를 당신에게
Or
바칩니다,
maybe I'm not
마스터.
looking at the right number. No, that was the right number. My raw Saber's raw number is
타올라라,
2,000.
기사의 혼이여.
So in a way I kind of like doubled it. Almost done season 1 of ZZZ. Excellent. It won't be long until you enter season 2. And then we'll get ready to do some new daily management. Because if you start running the video store, doing scratch cards was like tedious. Well, get ready for what season 2 has in store for you in terms of tedious.
신기한 것들로 일심동기.
Starting part 2 of season 1 finale. Just when you thought the ride was over, nah. Season 2 wraps up with part B.
질풍 같은 기세. 내가 돕게 해줘. 반드시 승리 휘몰아쳐라. 승리를 당신에게 바칩니다, 마스터. 타올라라 기사의 혼이여.
I missed the Hayabusa helmets because I didn't keep track of when the last Halo season was done.
마스터 지시를.
So when I last booted up Halo Infinite, I was like, uh-oh, there's already a new season? That means the shop updated. Oh well, big waff out of me, but oh well, that's fine.
하늘을 찔러라. 내가 돕게 해줘. 스트라이크 에어.
Until the next rerun, I suppose.
꺼진 적 없지. 질풍 같은 기세. 반드시 승리 휘몰아쳐라.
That fight with Hugo was
이 싸움
crazy.
피할 수 없어.
Yeah, but wait until what's the second part has in store for you in terms of like the story. Let's just say there's a lot of plot twists here and there. But yeah, Hugo definitely being the highlight of the story of the finale of season 1. But yeah, like I said, wait until you see what season 2 will do.
대가를 치러야 할 거야. 휘몰아쳐라.
And the fact that since he is obviously a playable character, I do like how he can also do like that deflect
타올라라 기사의 혼이여.
or the team parry whenever you switch character. Yeah. It's like two can play at that game.
지시를.
처리해야겠 신기한 것들로 일심동기.
So I think it should be safe to assume that if you ever run into a character,
지는 꺼진 적 없지.
their presence will definitely give off the, oh yeah, that character is going to be a playable character at some point.
하늘을 찔러라. 우린 폭풍 속에 들어섰어. 수호와
But yeah,
방위를 위해
it's interesting how they managed to find a way to make
내가 돕게 해줘.
those said playable characters into like a boss fight.
엑스
Started with Jane Doe. Jane Doe, you actually got to fight her a little bit.
승리를 당신에게 바칩니다.
And then, what happened? But to make up for that boss fight, you're able to fight a shadow version of the character. And then during the Outer Ring chapter, the foxy furry lady, only she out of the two furry characters you fight against, only one of them was playable, the other was not. I mean, to be fair, the male foxy guy, he definitely did not qualify considering his ill intentions, his personality didn't strike him as the kind of character that says, yeah, I'm a playable character. Now, why did the foxy lady get a pass? Well, 1, she's waifu. 2, her playstyle being an A-rank agent, where she's a stun physical, and plus her playstyle is similar to an S-rank agent. What's her name? Trigger. So it's kind of like two sides of the same coin, but one is S-rank and the other is A-rank. So Foxy Lady filled up that category. Plus, she has a thing with interaction with Bernice, which I'm sure you might have seen the cutscene. Bernice has a thing for warm, fuzzy tails. Plus, she's the Foxy Lady's a mercenary, so she's neither good or bad. But she did ended up joining with Caesar's faction. So, it's all good. I don't remember what happened to the Foxy, the Fox dude.
푹 쉬면서 연기를
But
회복하자.
if I recall, didn't he like get off pretty badly? And what else? Anyway, so yeah. There's definitely going to be some future playable characters that will have like a boss variation. And no matter what, those character fights are going to always be amusing and entertaining, since they do fight back, they can parry. It may be a 3-on-1 match, but just like any fighting game ratio style, they have more HP and more damage. But nonetheless, an interesting fight that'll keep you on your toes. Why are they here? I don't remember what that event was. Dang, there's a lot of permanent events. but I don't recall what that one was all about. What's with the triple trash cans? What time will 2.1 go live? According to the current banner, I want to say tomorrow. Usually, but I don't know. Every time when I assume ZZZ updated is on a Tuesday, but it's on a Wednesday. However, that cycle kind of broke when they had to release the Xbox version and the 2.0 update on the same day, which was Friday. So, yeah, like I said, rather than being every Wednesdays, Friday was a special occasion. So, going back to the current banner, the countdown says... Uh-oh. Anyways, the countdown says tomorrow. Hoyoverse. What is this? This NPC. His textures are very spiky. Oops. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna check that out. But before I do, remember when I mentioned about the crossover thing? Yeah, it finally went live. This is the collaboration that Hoyoverse and Type Moon is currently doing. They teased this a year ago, and yeah, people got so hyped. And was the hype worth it? Yes. But of course, like any other hype, there's also complaints. And what was that complaint? Well, it's a funny story, but I think it should be of no surprise, especially if you know the Honkai series from the very beginning. And when I mean beginning, I don't mean when this game came out. I mean Honkai Impact 3rd, which, by the way, you can play free to play now on Steam and your phone devices. But yeah, how do I put it this way? So as of now, there are 2 banners. There's this, which is like I said, the collaboration. Well, there's actually, I should say, multiple banners. For the Fate, there's Saber and Archer, along with their respective light cones, aka, like the weapons banner or the W engine banner. And we also have a new Fate, new playable character, and 3 reruns. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Wow. 6 character banners. But the Fate characters, it doesn't have a deadline as of now. It just says available long term. Whereas the other ones, the limited times have a countdown. Like every other gacha. Some say it might be this one will last 3 months, but we'll see. Anyways, what was the controversy happening? Well, it has something to do with this husbando. Now, I have seen a lot of fangirls praising this character to finally be playable. I haven't done the story, but apparently he does have a good story arc, which I'll get to eventually. However, the controversy is that Honkai fans, especially longtime ones, are saying, well, in an exaggeration, ew, there's a husbando? Let's boycott Hoyoverse so that they'll never have another male character banner that doesn't get a spotlight in the story because, ew, I don't like my men in my Honkai. And the same thing happened with Archer. Now, I know Fate fans love Archer, but of course compared to Saber, yeah, of course, people will favor Saber because, yeah, waifu. But this isn't about, oh, it's another male character being in Honkai. I mean, that's already like one problem, but the other issue that people were having was the fact that Archer was given out for free. Yeah, if you log in today, you get Archer for free. As soon as this update went live, Archer was available for free. But if you wanted to get the duplicates, which is, this. Similar to like how Genshin has constellations and ZZZ has Mindscape, Mind Cinemascape or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that with Archer. That's why they gave him a banner. But yeah, again, he was just given away for free, and despite being free, Honkai fans are like, yeah, no, I don't want men in my Honkai. So let us boycott the company and let them know. Let our voices be heard. No men allowed in Honkai ever. Meanwhile, again, fangirls don't mind it. Heck, the anime convention I went to this year, dude, there were a lot of fan arts of the male characters, especially Dr. Ratio, because he had a moment where he was shirtless in a bathtub. And who doesn't like a handsome man with muscular abs in a bathtub? Actually, come to think of it, holy shit, there's really not that many male characters. Holy shit, yeah. If you ask me, the boycott is pretty pointless. Like, people, please. There isn't that many males. Although, that's not all of them. I'm kind of like missing a few. But yeah, that's not even... I'm sorry, what? Like, dudes. Honkai haters. Or whiners. You're gonna tell me you're complaining about this? Or especially this? And this? Trust me, but you know how it goes when Hoyoverse fans try to complain, take it to Twitter, and try to boycott the company. Guess what they do? The next day, they come back and play more anyways. It's like a pointless effort. I mean, they're gonna come back. They always come back. They don't stop playing. They just come back the next day and be like, okay, I'm gonna go gotcha for Saber, and reruns and whatnot. But I just find it a silly story. I mean, it's funny how out of all three of the games currently, only Honkai, the fans are displeased with male characters being included into the roster. For Genshin, I don't really hear that often. Or if it ever was sprung up, it wouldn't be a bigger issue. It would just be brushed off on the side. Or people would just, shrug their shoulders and be like, it's just another male character. It's fine. And then same thing with ZZZ, except the last time ZZZ had a male character, S-rank male character, he was given away for free. And the last male character was an A rank, the big panda guy. And yeah, people were fine. But from the very same people complaining about less male characters or having too many having male characters are now complaining, or recently they've been complaining, hey, yeah, ZZZ doesn't have that many male characters. What's going on? Well, if they want male characters, they could always come here. Honkai is getting some pretty boys on the scene. In fact, yeah, like I mentioned, the next story that I haven't completed yet, the latest story. Hey, yeah, they put a male character as the shining star. But yeah, again, Honkai fans are pissed off. Meanwhile, Genshin, Genshin, it's just another day. Just, oh, look, new character. Okay, pass. Or, oh, okay, moving on. Which, by the way, the next character is another waifu I already mentioned. In fact, Hoyoverse has already weeks ago they've already revealed the character. Except it turns out I thought it was gonna be somebody from Inazuma, but according to the leaks rumors, her ascension materials are actually from Natlan. Or maybe that's just an excuse to just, use the latest materials. But maybe the character is from Inazuma, I don't know. Anyways, it's a collaboration, and it's gonna go on for many months. It's one of those a year in the making. Which I'm kind of curious, because Genshin had Horizon, which honestly, I don't know if that was anything special. It was a limited time offer too. First, Aloy dropped on Genshin for PlayStation, but then 1 month later, she was available for PC and Android users. But yeah, it's like, yeah, and she was getting away for free because she had no banner, she had no constellation. Not only that, you were also given, whatchamacallit, her own personal weapon. Or if you don't, you could always just give her a different bow. And then, yeah, Honkai gets Fate Stay Night. So it makes me wonder, what will ZZZ have? Who will they collaborate with? Because I think it's inevitable that they're going to... ZZZ is going to have a collaboration with another franchise. But depending on which franchise they're going to collaborate with, it has to match with the playstyle of the game. Honkai, it's a turn-based, so honestly, in turn-based RPGs, I can imagine they could have picked anybody. Why they chose Fate, I don't know. Genshin and Horizon, I don't know. I guess it was a cross-promotion when Horizon 2 was on its way to, PS5. Plus, Aloy is a bow user. Horizon is an open world game, so I guess it matches. So who could ZZZ collaborate with? What game out there matches the playstyle for ZZZ, being it a action hack and slash RPG? I remember there was a moment where Hoyoverse and Capcom got together, sharing their philosophies with both their games. Even though Street Fighter 6 and ZZZ are obviously two completely different games, but yeah, remember they had like some kind of documentary video or something? But I think it was like some kind of like just for fun discussion video of them, again, with their vision of how to make an action-oriented game, whether it be a hack and slash style like ZZZ or a fighting game like Street Fighter 6. Honestly, though, when that did happen, I was like thinking, okay, Genshin gets Horizon, then Honkai is gonna get Fate. Is ZZZ gonna get Street Fighter? And of course, as an afterthought, yeah, no, of course not. It doesn't make it wouldn't make sense. Totally not the same type of game. I mean, can you imagine somebody like Ryu being in ZZZ? Would it even work? No. I mean, at least we did see Ryu in 3D with Azura's Wrath. Anyways, so yeah, see, the countdown is now 19 hours. So, assuming that's the case, I mean, assuming they did break the cycle, because of the Xbox release being on Friday. I guess they did that on purpose so that way ZZZ's future updates can be released in the same day, Tuesdays, as Genshin and Honkai. So, yeah. 19 hours. I don't know what that's like. 19 hours. What time is it now? 8:51. 18. Then I'm assuming this banner expires tomorrow noon. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. So at the strike of 12 o'clock. Strike of noon. And I am ready for the next character. Except I'm not sure if I'll have enough for the second character for phase 2 because it's, as you already know, there's 2 new characters on the way, both S ranks. The first one being Yuzoha, the girl in the pink sweater with a raccoon. And the other for phase 2 is Alice. How's my bamboo collection? I think I have every single one of them. Yeah. All of the S rank bamboo and all of the A ranks. I haven't really leveled up to the max because, geez. Like, leveling up characters is one thing, but leveling up bamboos also costs you some dennies. So you're not only... So you kind of have to, like, micromanage between leveling up characters, W engines, character skills, W engines, disk drives. So, of course, yeah. You can imagine I could not, like... I had to prioritize which... I had to, like, you know, level up first, or as a main priority. Bamboos, however, do not ignore... I'm not saying you should ignore them. No. Because they do have potential. They do provide, whatchamacallit, they do provide buffs. Actually, no. It's funny how they don't have a menu dedicated to bamboos. You have to go to, that dude, Enzo, at the 6th Street, at the remodeling shop. But yeah, bamboos do provide buffs, and some of which do have, like, tag and assist. So you can do, like, 4 character tag-ins. Like, Sharkboo. Sharkboo is an example of somebody who can tag in. But yeah, I'm not sure why they have stats. Do I need to get all of this tries that is S rank? Yes. Similar, just like Genshin, they come in, you know, they do have set bonuses. So, for example, like Ellen's easy to pick. So just like Genshin, there's 4-piece, a 2-piece, and a 4-piece set bonus. So obviously you want to get S rank. But at whatever internet rank you're in now, if you have A rank disc, don't fret, keep those until you unlock S. Because by the time you get, by the time the game allows you to have to grind S rank disc, I would advise you to for the A ranks, whether you have them leveled up or not to the max, disassemble them. Because when you disassemble disk drives, depending on what how much you leveled up on that, you do get, like, refunds. Like, how do I put an example? I think I should have, like, a spare somewhere. Or, actually, like... whether you do it on the music store or even in your inventory. So let's these are so let's say let's just pretend yeah, no, I have A ranks. If you disassemble disk drives, you do get something in return back. You get that little red disk drive thing and the disk drive EXP capsule thing you see there, the two. When you disassemble A ranks, you get the gold and higher tier refunds. Now, say if you had a disk drive at level, what is it? It's the I'm just gonna assume the level cap for A rank disk drives are 15. But let's say if it is, if you do that, hold on, I'm sure. Oh, okay, do have spares. If you do, then again you get a little bit more stuff back, like a minimal, bare minimum refund, I will call it. You also get some Denny's back. So, oh wait, actually, hold on. That was level 3. What do you get for 15? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, a lot more. So, that being said, if you have some A rank disk drives at max level cap or whatever, even at 0, I recommend disassemble those. Use those resources you gather, and use them for your S rank drives. I'm sure you've done that with Genshin, right? You had 4-star artifacts first, but by the time you get unlock 5-star S ranks, like I said, you can just, well, in Genshin is a different style. Instead of disassembling, you just use the actual you just use the artifact itself, the A rank, and then use it as a EXP to level up your 5-star artifact. So in ZZZ it's a little different. You have to disassemble the unused disk drives. Anyway, so going back to what I said, so yes, by the time you, or as Ellen's an S rank, let's say Ambi, since she's a starter character you get. So by the time you are able to get grind for S rank disk drives, yes, you would need to get the exact same set, but now all in S ranks. But this also means the main stats, you have to grind for those main stats again. There is no transferring over. You have to, it's like starting from scratch again. Which I know, that sucks. But trust me, it'll be worth it at the end. And then yeah, going back to sets. You can look it up. Which set people around the world are using. You can follow the recommendations. Or hell, yeah, you can see based on my set, yeah. I went with the second one because I thought with the 2 set here, Ambi can get, what is it? Plus 20 energy regen. So that way she can use her X special a little bit more frequently. But yeah. But that is, I guess that's to be expected though. Once you rank up your Internaut level, by the time the game allows you to start grinding S rank disk drives, don't think of it as starting from scratch. Think of it as now improving your characters. But yeah, like I said, take your time. There's no rush. Focus, schedule, prioritize one character at a time. Because that's what I did. Don't be an even Steven. trying to micromanage 5 characters at once, because there is so much to level up and let's say a lot of Denny's to be spent on. That being said, from the very beginning, like I said, oh shit, I didn't even use my batteries today. That's fine, just leave it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah, going back to from the very beginning, leveling up Bangboos, honestly, in my opinion, should be prioritized less. Leveling up characters, unlocking their passive cores, leveling up their skill, ult, normal, dodge, counter, and tag assist. Yeah, you know, all this. All should be a main priority. Leveling up, definitely, I would say personally, leveling up a character to 60. 60 is the max, is the biggest priority. But whatever internal level you're at, I would recommend leveling up the character to whatever your maximum cap is at the moment before moving on. Just like in Genshin, make sure you have enough characters at the maximum level cap, because by the time you level up your internal rank, you're going to be dealing with really hard enemies to deal with. I got like 2-3 agent skills to D. Yeah. These are like whatchamacallit, passive skills. So unlike Genshin characters do have passive skills, but you don't. It only stays at level 1. Here, ZZZ amps it up where you can level up the passives. I would say between the passive core and the stat skills down here, I'd say it'd be more easier to level up to unlock the passive core skills first. The materials only require the weekly boss, the elite enemies, and of course, lots and lots of Denny's. Also, I just learned something here. Max is 12? Yes. Or actually, well, minus the cinemas, because just similar to Genshin, you know, level 3 and 5, or not level, sorry. You know like how in Genshin Constellations 3 and 5, they basically increase the level cap for the skill and the burst. So similar to this, if you get the character's duplicate, their stat thing down here increases. So in this case, like Ambi, I'm pretty sure I have a lot of characters already at C6, or sorry, they call it M6. So by the time you get to you unlock duplicates of M3 and M5, that level cap respectively increases. So by 4 or 2, or wait, hold on, what is it? Level 3 is what? Plus 2. Oh, okay, so yeah, by plus 2. So when you get to M3 duplicate, then that should be plus 2, 14, and then 16. 16 is the grand max. But when you don't have, say, any duplicate, any like of the M's duplicates, yeah, 12 is the max. And similar to Genshin, if you want to get a stat to level 12, you're gonna need, of course, not only the skill, the core skill thing. What is it called? Sorry, chip. there's this. So you if you remember in Genshin, you know that little crown that you in your inventory, that's equivalent to this. This is the final piece of material you need to level up the character's stat to 12 or 16. So, again, just repeating myself, this is similar to the crown in Genshin. The final material piece to level up your character's skill to the max. It always starts with just a single chip, a couple of chips, and then the final step is this. And you get, of course, you get this from events, or you can also get this from... I'm pretty sure you can get this from the outpost. Let me see. The outpost is more or less kind of like a the Spiral Abyss, I guess, like a post game content stuff. Okay, yeah. So whenever you get enough of this investigation merits, you get this from what you may call it, from doing the Shiyu defense or the Notorious Hunt, which is aka the game's equivalent to the Spiral Abyss or the weekly bosses. And if you have if you have 2000, then yeah, you can get this. And this guy, what's his name? Casper the Friendly Bunny. His shop resets every month. So, yeah. He has two categories. One that sells the use of the investigation merit, and then the other is the Z merits. Similar, Z merits you earn from the Hollow Zero. So yeah, if you ever need more, again, more of this, you can go to him, or I'm pretty sure it's available on the Battle Pass as well, but I think you have to pay for it. Or just participate in events that give you that as a reward. But since events are pretty much passive, it's pretty much a given, somewhat of like a freebie. It may be 7 levels, unlike how Genshin has like 3 floors for each. Three rooms in each floor. But yeah, this is pretty much similar to the Spiral Abyss. By the time you unlock, you're done. Let's call this the basics. Just like in Genshin, where floor 1 to 8 is just the starting point, and then you do another. By the time you unlock this is pretty much where you can pretty much get some extra polychromes. Again, this is all the critical node is pretty much post game stuff. Need to do that in free time. Yeah. Well, I would say do these as soon as the operation resets every, I don't know, it says 3 days. I don't know if this is a weekly thing or every 2 weeks it resets. Because yeah, if you want to get some extra polychromes, then yeah, this is the place to do it. However, be warned, this challenge is not for the faint of heart, since it's all based on rank. And I think they're all timed based. Like if you want to get an S rank, get the job done less than what is it? Oh, sorry, more than 300 seconds remaining. Similar to Genshin, like you're being timed. You have to clear out the enemies as fast as you can to get the S rank. And when you get an S rank, then yeah, you get, what is it, 390. You get all three of the rewards here, but more importantly, you get 90 polychromes. Only 90, huh? Genshin gives you 100. Well, Genshin could, I guess, and ZZ could never. Anyways, yeah, I get. Oh yeah. This is another way to get the investigation merits, but yeah, you need to get S rank. There's an event going on fighting bosses at level 70. Level 70. Oh, would that be by any chance this Deadly Assault? Yeah. Okay. This is another. Holy shit! Only wait. Oh no! Never mind. I thought that was the time limit. It'll be updated 10 days. Yeah. No. This. Oh yeah. This is. How do I say this? How do I explain it? So first off, it is similar to what I just showed you. The Shiyu defense. It's another. This is a fresh new post game. New content, new game mode, which is another way to earn some polychromes and again investigation merits and sure extra dennies. But here, this challenge is not for the faint of heart. It is a test of your skill. The bosses have near infinite health, but there is if you have a good build, you can finish them off. They just have like Kingdom Hearts layers of HP bars, you know, like multiple layers of 20 HP bars or whatever overlaying. Anyways, so you basically challenge each of these 3 bosses, and you have to, rather than be, well, you are still being timed, but within the time limit, you have to accumulate, as you see on the left side, there's points. 6,000, 14,000, 20,000. Accomplish those, and yeah, just like in Genshin, you know, there are star ranks. As you can see, there's 3, 6, 9 stars. If you're really good, if you got lucky, then what is that? 5, 6. I guess that's 300, right? I don't know my math, but I'm assuming that should be 300. But if you're lucky, then you just need 6 stars, not 9, just to get 300 polychromes. Now that sounds simple, right? That sounds really nice. Some free polychromes to do on the side. But here is where the warning drops in, the warning bomb. So, of course, yes, the enemies, the bosses are level 70. And how do I where do I continue from here? So here is where there are multiple things to keep in mind of, and one ugly catch. So first off, you make sure you read the enemy details, because they'll tell you if you want to find a way to earn points, you got to do what you got to do what the details specifically tell you to do. So in this case, what is it? 3 defensive assists within 3 seconds, earn 1,000 points. So defensive assist is like, you know, when you see that orange flash, you switch a character to do like a parry. And what is it? 3 seconds, within 3 seconds, then you earn 1,000 points. You also earn points by just simply hitting, damaging the boss. However, of course, being at level 70 and your characters are only at 60, yeah, the bosses are no pushover. But hey, on the bright side, you also do get buffs to choose from. Now, I would advise using the right buff that is good against the boss, or that could help you earn more performance points. Because again, the idea is to get 20,000. Now here is where the ugly part comes in. And this is where you have to pay attention to to all 3 bosses at once. Because when you choose your choice of characters, you cannot pick the same characters in the next boss. But if you want to, you have to reset. So, for example, this boss is weak to either. So let's just say I have to do this too. But let's just say you know what? I'll demonstrate it later. Let's say you add Nicole into for this fight, and once you accomplish it, depending on how many stars you'll get, doesn't matter. And then you say to yourself, okay, next boss, I'm gonna put Nicole here because this boss is weak to either. But then that's when the game slaps you and realize that you remember, oh, you can't use Nicole because you already used her in this fight, so you have to use somebody else. Now, say in a certain scenario, like Nicole wasn't doing a good performance here, so you want to bring her here, then you have to reset. By resetting, though, your star performance is gone. And yes, you can see on the bottom, reset all stages. So, although I kind of wonder if you can just earn the take the rewards and it wouldn't really matter. I guess it wouldn't really matter. But anyways, yeah, that's the catch. You have to keep in mind on a lot of things. Enemies' weakness, how to earn more more performance points, because they're actually different for each of them. They're not all the same. This is why I said with the buffs, make sure you choose the right ones for the specific scenario. And yeah, like I strongly be careful, be cautious on what characters you choose, because because at the moment you have them fight against one boss, you cannot use them again for like the rest. Oh, and yeah, same thing with Bang Boos. Bang Boos are also another case of, yeah, you know, when you choose one, you cannot use that Bang Boo again. You have to use a different one. And time for the performance, like the demonstration. I mean, so this one, what is it? Weak to either, defensive points. Okay, I will. Energy regen, yeah, I think I will go with that. Oh wait, what is she immune to? Resist ice, so don't bring ice. I will choose Tiger. Vampire. Shifu. And then choice of Bangbu. Sweet to either. But Bangbu, what does he do? When two or more Q summon characters are in the squad, Bellion does that damage. Yeah. When an agent activates the ultimate, the cooldown of Bellion's skill reduces. Okay. Yeah, like I said, sometimes some Bang Boos do provide some buffs or benefits. Anyways. Oh yeah, and here it is. Yeah, this is the warning. The agents at Bang Boo deployed in this stage will be locked. Once locked, they cannot be replaced unless the challenge lineup is reset. Locked agents and Bang Boo cannot be used again in other stages of this deadly assault event. Now, it may be an event, but it is a end game content. So just like the Spiral Abyss, it resets every couple of weeks, and when it resets, you take that opportunity to challenge the deadly assault to earn some polychromes. If at least you manage to get a rank above B. No rank, then no. I mean, yeah. No rank, no star, nothing. You get no rewards. So as you can see, the boss has like multiple layers of HP. Although I wouldn't be surprised if there was actually a way to actually kill the bosses. Okay, hold on, let me reset that. This boss in particular does lots of hits. Lots of defense assists you gotta do, and I'm missing my shots. Lady, you're gonna need to hit me more often if I want my performance points. She is not hitting me 3 times in a row. She knows. Really, you're doing that now?
알파님, 부디 잘 봐주세요.
Wow, the only one time she actually hits me more than once. Or more than 3 times.
유연함도 중요해. 귀찮아 죽겠네.
That was not even an orange spark. She did the pink one. Oh, I could have at least got 2 stars if you did that more frequently, ma'am. But she kept only doing like 2 hits, and then the 3rd hit is not the orange count defensive assist. It's the evasive one. Oh well. At least I got a B rank. So there's that. And then what happens next? You could retry until you get 3 stars if you wish. Or if you think you're satisfied even with 1, which I am. I mean, I could have done more, but sometimes the bosses, it's like they have a mind of their own. They know what you're trying to accomplish, and they're not going to give it to you. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's near... I will assume it's nearly impossible to actually kill them. But I'm sure if you could, that could possibly give you 3 stars. But yeah, the idea, like I said, you have to make sure you pay attention to the enemy details, choose the right characters, pay attention to the and make sure you choose the right buff. But like I said, with characters, you have to be careful with who you bring, because by the time you move on to your next boss, those characters are now locked. You cannot use them again until you choose to reset the stage. Let me do another. What is this? What do I need to do? Inflict attribute anomaly. Triggering a perfect dodge grants 200 performance. Okay. I think I can do that. Maybe. Oh yeah, but at least the buffs, you can use the same ones. Okay, I guess I should do that. It only asked me to do like perfect dodges, so and anomalies. So I'm thinking I can't bring electric because it has a resistance over electric. I think I did this last time, and I don't think it went well, but let me try again. Fire and physical. Okay. Think that they make you want to do this for like 3 minutes. Ow. Maybe I should have had Caesar with me. Ow. Only 200 points for a dodge. You could have given everybody 3 instead. Is it better if I don't attack and just dodge? 200 points seems more. But then again, I'm accumulating points for just attacking and dodging at the same time. That means I need him to attack very frequently. And now it's not giving me 200. Did I already accumulate too much? It stopped giving me 200. I think there might be too much of a limit. Oh well, that's good enough for me. If I should only get 3 stars, I will just get 3 stars in total. Cause yeah, I guarantee you I am not getting 3 stars out of all of this. Sorry, what am I doing? Who am I fighting? Wait, sorry. It's not immune to anything, right? No. I'm not doing this then. You say that now. Oops, sorry. You say that now, but down the road you will. Because put it this way. You may not get 3 stars. Nah, I'd say the only kind of people who could get it is like, you know, people who follow the meta, who are lucky to have a build based on their disk drives. Like, you know, like, how do I say it? You know, when you, similar to Genshin, you know, when you have like that one build that has crit rate, crit damage kind of thing. That's all straight up RNG. So you don't need to, that's all luck in a draw. You don't need to compare yourself with another player. But when you do, or when people do, put it this way. Whale players obviously would get the 300 polychromes no problem. But for us players who, you know, can't, well, you know, we're not whale players. We're not going to stoop to their level. But the bright side of all this I'm trying to get at is that if you can at least get a B rank, or if you're lucky you get an A rank, at least you get something in return. You at least get some polychromes. Doesn't matter, 50, 100, 150. Because to me, I see that as a win regardless. It would be nice, sure, to get 300, but hey, technically speaking, this is like a nice way to earn some polychromes besides doing your dailies and your weeklies, or unless you are you pay for the battle pass, but you know that's up to individuals. So I'd say yes, you're not going to do it now, but eventually you will. Because that's what I said to myself when I saw this first being introduced. And I was like, oh, so just like Genshin, blah, blah, blah. Some hardcore crap. But you know what? I will do it. No, at first I was like hesitant. But then as soon as I did it, because, you know, you won't know unless you try. Then, but I kind of knew that I wasn't going to be, you know, those players that could do this on a whim, no problem. But I do what I can do for the sake of some free polychromes. It's better than none, you know? You get a little extra for your little hard work. Or for at least trying. So, and trust me, I guarantee you, Ratchet, there's going to be a moment where you just need 50 more polychromes to pull pull 10 in a gacha in one of any banner. And this is the place that will give you that 50. But yeah, again, it's optional. If you know you're not ready for it, because clearly, yeah, level 70. Although I don't know what adventure rank, internal rank you need to be. Does it say here? No. But by the time you unlock it, I'm sure it's not level 70 for those players when it's unlocked right off the bat. It's just 70 for me because I'm at the highest internet rank. And you know, at that point, the game expects you to have characters at level 60. And no, Hoyoverse will not increase the level cap because this is the level cap we're working with for ZZZ. I mean, just like how in Genshin, you think they're gonna increase the level cap from 90 to 100? 90 to them is already big enough. Honkai is 80. This game, 60. So, again, just do your best. And, you know, hey, B rank, hey, it's better than nothing. This one also just gives you points for dodging as well. Okay. For dodging.
승리는 반드시 승리를 거머쥐겠어. 난 만지려 하나 기약해 있어 원하시는 대로 만지려고요. 안 돼요.
Shoot! I already used that bamboo. Then give me this one. So yeah, again, it's like one of those game modes. Even in those full price games, not just live service games. Like, you know, there's always that game mode that or extra content you know you're not gonna do because it's too hard. Wow, he was spinning. Yeah. I'm dodging until eventually the point stops giving me. But I should, you know, keep attacking. Attacking does give you points too, so don't stop. Yes. Very interesting attack patterns I have never seen. He is moving fast and moving slow. Not enough 200 points are coming at me. You should do that. Oh, he's gonna do it. But the fact that you can only dodge twice before it enters cooldown. Wonder how they actually do it. Oh well, doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, I could always look it up and see how people do it, how they get 3 stars. If it has any, if it involves killing the boss, well then I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But isn't it kind of impossible considering that they have like 26 layers? Anyways, I'm fine with this. 150 is good enough for me. So yeah, that was the Deadly Assault. You can this thing, you can do it anytime you like, and just like the Spiral Abyss and just like the Shiyu Defense, or yeah, practically the Spiral Abyss, they do reset at a different time interval though. This one, what is it? Says 10 days. Yeah. And then this resets when? As of now, 3 days, 7 hours. So yeah, post game, extra game content to give yourself some extra polychromes if you bring in the right team. Just of course be prepared for pain in the Deadly Assault, as bosses will do shitload of damage. Even with whatever build you have. Heck, I've seen whale players, when they take a hit, they still get a shit ton of damage. Whale or not, you just gotta bring in the right team. Oh no, no. I'm trying to remind myself that I cannot show these two. You already see the names, but I'm not gonna show it to you, Ratchet. That's season 2 stuff. Because let me tell you, I think you might like what you're gonna see in season 2. Anyways, so heck, the moment this game came out for Xbox, hey, you guys had it good, man. You have a better UI for the fast travel. Yeah, this looks a lot better than the last one. You have a mini map as well, and trust me, the mini map is gonna go. It's gonna go further beyond than just for this. Just serving as a map for the locals in the hub. Yeah, no, because this was never in the first season. This is all season 2 stuff. They updated the UI, fast travel, menu navigation, map navigation. It's all good. And hey, who knows? Maybe in another year, season 3. Who knows what kind of changes or additions they'll make in the future. What else? Is there anything happening here? Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, just by looking at this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I guarantee. Then I'm confident that the next update is tomorrow. And no, I think it should be the same time as well. Yeah. Eastern time, the maintenance begins at 6 p.m. It'll last 5 hours, so the whatchamacallit, the maintenance the game servers will reopen at 11 p.m. Make sure you have enough gigabyte space. And yeah. Oh yeah, and don't forget, as soon as you log back into the game, make sure you check your in-game mail, because just like in Genshin, they will compensate you with a total of 600 polychromes. 300 for the maintenance and 300 for keeping you waiting during maintenance. Forgot to do that this afternoon. Well, I forgot to spend my batteries. I practically ruined my dailies. Well, actually no, I already did my dailies. What am I talking about? I mean, usually I spend at least 300 batteries to grind on materials and whatnot. Oops, I skipped leg day, but at least I still got my dailies done. Unlike Genshin, you pretty much have to do the dailies. I mean, the dailies in that game is different. You have to do like 4 daily quests, and then report it to the Adventure Guild, and then there you go. There's your, what is it, 60 Primo Gems. Honkai and ZZZ are very different. I'd say it's a breeze to do the dailies in both Honkai and ZZZ. Practically ZZZ, the dailies are just what? Spend 60 batteries, invite a friend, invite an agent, log into the game, Hollow Zero, craft an item. Oh no, that's all stuff you'll do later. Try coffee, open video store, things, scratch card, things you just do. That's non-combat. Well, except for the batteries, I guess. But even when you're not doing the 60 battery thing, you only need to accumulate 400 points, and then that's it. And then there you go, you've done your dailies. Oh yeah, and then there's this thing. This is like another extra goody freebie, honestly. Something that Genshin doesn't have, not even Honkai. You earn additional polychromes for doing this. What is it? It's like, how many is that? 15, 30, 45, 60. Oh, that's just 60. 60 per week, I believe, if you manage to do them before the end of the week. So imagine that then. That's 1, 2, 3. How many is that? 20, 40, 50, 60 times 7. What is that? Like, doing your dailies in this game for a whole week. Hang on, I need a calculator. I can't do it in my head. So 60 that weekly that week bingo card thing. That's like 60. You get 480 polychromes every week. Well, assuming you do this bingo thing. But you don't have to fill up the whole thing. You just need to accumulate how many points? What's the highest? 800. And yeah, doing the scratch card is very simple. They even give you an option to just fast travel to do it. But yeah, pretty much most of the days, most of the other stuff to do is just logging in 5 times, scratch card 3 times, drink Tin Master's coffee 2 times. Very, very simple stuff that, yeah, this game showers you with lots of polychromes. Genshin, well, I would say it's better than nothing, but it's very bare minimum. But at least Honkai doesn't have that feature. No, ZZZ, this game showers you with enough polychromes. Well, yeah, I guess, you know, different team, same company, different team, but a different mindset on who the producers are. What they think is best for their game, for their audience, for their fans. So yeah, I guess you could say Genshin fans haven't had it so great. after year 2. Hey, their 5th anniversary is coming up, so it'll be interesting to see just what they might have in store for Genshin's 5th anniversary. But I will tell you what you could expect. 7-day logins, a free 10, 20 polls, I guess. check your in-game mail for more polychromes. A free character from the permanent banner. And that's that's it, I guess. Oh, and I guess an anniversary cake that only gives you like a fragile resin and some mora. That just to appreciate, just to thank all the players for continuing their support and playing the game for 5 years in this case. And yeah, no, really, when they offer a free character, it's always just 1 out of 8. I don't know how many characters there are in the permanent banner. But definitely good for Xbox players if you're still new to the game. So, you know, if there isn't a character you haven't gotten from the permanent banner yet, then yeah, you can take that as you will. A free character, 1 5-star from a permanent banner that you haven't gotten yet, or if you somehow got them all, you know, maybe you still get you should still get them just to get their constellation. So it's not a really big loss. Plus, you do get the star glitters because of said duplicates. So it's still pretty bare bones, I'm not gonna lie. But I will still take it. Because who knows, maybe I could just take that 10, 20 free polls and either use it for whatever banner that's currently running or just save it for the next one. And to think that, and really to believe that the Hoyoverse fans, the Genshin fans specifically, they are greedy, man. And you know what their excuse is? Hey, Hoyoverse, you're a millionaire company. Give us some free stuff. More free stuff. Honestly, that's like asking Bill Gates, hey, can you give me $1 million? You really think he's gonna do that if you ask him directly? Because that's literally the scenario or the example. Do you really think Hoyoverse would do that? Fat chance. Absolutely zero. Not happening. Not even a million years. Not even at their funeral. So don't even bother asking. Don't be those people. But then again, if I said that to a Genshin fan, you know, they're just gonna bark back and say ridiculous things, trying to justify that Hoyoverse is not a good company. And then once again, guess what they're gonna do next? Boycott Hoyoverse. Then they stop playing the game for at least 2 days, and then they'll come back. Think about it, man. I've been seeing this for 4 years with Genshin. 5 at this point. The same crap. Not just in Genshin, but now Honkai and even ZZZ. So you all you can do is just sit back and enjoy, read all the comments, and just either laugh, cringe, whatever your take is, and be like, thank God I'm not that guy. Because really, you do not want to be those people. It happens to a lot of gacha games, actually, now that I think about it. Arc Knights, Azur Lane. They're always asking, your game is, you're a millionaire greedy company, give us more. Well, you're one to talk. If you're talking about greed, you're asking for free stuff. Well, then again. They will yell at anybody for anything. Try to act like they have privileges, or they'll have that, what's the word, protagonist mindset. Like they think they're a main character in an isekai anime that everything should be handed to them on a silver plate. Hey, at least those very same MC characters in your isekais, they didn't get strong just by serving everything free to them. Sometimes some of them, work hard. I mean, just look at that character from Konosuba. He may be a jerk, but at least his mind is always set straight. And, hard work pays off, I guess. Or that time I got reincarnated as a slime. And then, of course, yeah, I am aware there are some isekais where characters are just given everything to them. Yeah, those isekais, you can ignore them, even if they have a bit of a slice of life in them. And I do adore slice of life. Every now and then you want to step away from fantasies and your Dragon Balls, your balls, and have a bit of a slice of life anime. Anyways, what time is it now? Oh, not 10 o'clock. Okay. There was something else I want to yap about before I head out. Girl, you need sleep. What happened while I was away? Incoming surprise? Oh, really? What kind of surprise? Well, whatever surprise is coming, I hope it's worth it for Genshin fans. Whatchamacallit? What happened while I was away? I don't know. Let me check Twitter. Sometimes, maybe if I look on my phone, maybe I might maybe something will hit me in the head, remind me of something. Oh yeah, Donkey Kong comes out this week. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Let's see how that game. Let's see how that game performs. Will it be the game? Excuse me. Will that be the game, besides Mario Kart World, the reason for people to own a Switch 2? Or, if they have any doubts about regrets buying it? Because I do know there are some folks out there that do actually, like, they say they bought it too soon, they kind of regret it. But will Donkey Kong Bonanza be the game where that regrets will fade away? I'm not gonna get it, honestly, not yet. I would rather just wait it out and, see what the reception, what the reactions are out there. But of course, coming from, since it is being made by the Super Mario Odyssey team, I mean, you can tell. There's no doubt it's going to be a good DK game. Heck, I'm already expecting, like, when you beat the main game, there's going to be like one of those, traditional Nintendo Mario Donkey Kong post game stuff, like the harder levels. Whatever those hard levels are, I can imagine speedrunners are gonna have a field day with that. You know, like how you can transform into 3 of the different forms on the fly. I imagine there's gonna be more than just those 3. Also, I know for a fact that DK's Bonanza form is gonna be DK's final smash in the next Smash Brothers. Just watch. It's not gonna be the flamingo. It's not gonna be the ostrich one, or not even the zebra. I'm sure it's the Kong one. Blah 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 blah. Anyways. That the horse anime girl is really taking the whole world by storm. You know which horse game I'm talking about. Yeah, ever since it got its sorry. When that game launched globally on Steam and mobile devices, yeah, literally my Twitter feed is filled with people playing the game. Even those who had no idea why the game was so popular, they ended up getting addicted to it. You know what's funny though? That game already came out like 2-3 years ago in Japan. And yeah, horse derby, just like baseball, it's like Japan's favorite sort of like entertainment of sports. I mean, for one main reason, if I had to assume, it's the gambling, because it's everywhere. It's not just a Japanese thing or Asian thing. You know, derby, horse racing, gambling. You know, I mean, GTA has it. But it's not just that. What's interesting about that horse anime game is most of those characters are actually named and based on the actual horses in real life. And yes, some of them are male, but Japan is just being Japan. They decided to convert them into female, which is literally the same thing like how Azur Lane did it too, where all the girls' ship names are just literally named after battalion ships, the Navy ships out there of the past and modern times. It's basically like if you took an inanimate object, vehicle, whatever, and turned them into an anime girl, and then boom, it's somehow gonna do well. Girls Frontline, I'm sure maybe you heard of that one. Same thing with that one. All the guns, the anime girls are named after the guns that they use. Well, some of them, as far as I know. Also, that game is also like on Steam and also gains such attraction. The only downside is, despite being a 3D model anime game, it's only on Steam, and it's a tactical turn-based shooter, I guess. Darn shame. It should have been third-person shooter. Oh well. But yeah, my my YouTube and Twitter feed is just full of them. Lots and lots of horse girls. No, I wouldn't see myself playing that game. No. And to think, that very same game is made by Cygames, and it took them 2-3 years to, I guess, if I had to assume, consider releasing it globally. 2-3 years of an opportunity where they could have made millions on the fly if they did like a worldwide release. But I guess better late than never. I guess they didn't expect. I guess they didn't expect the game to do so well in the overseas. But come on, Side Games. You're the same company that developed and made Shadowverse. You think people are gonna doubt anime horse girls? Plus, there was an anime adaptation after the game, I guess. And even that one, the anime adaptation got an overseas release. Like I think it was on Crunchyroll or something. And yeah, people know of its existence. Heck, even before the overseas release, the global launch, people already had been playing the Japanese version many years ever since it came out. But you can imagine there is no cross save, so those people who played the Japanese version, they had to start from scratch. Think of how many years of gacha they have to redo now. Well, that or they can just continue using their Japanese account. Either way, though, hey, good on Side Games. But you know, it would be nice if they could make a console version, I guess. I mean, Grand Blue had a full price RPG game. Plus, have you seen the 3D models on those anime horse girls? They look gorgeous. So much expression, animation, and colorful characters. It's all in 3D. It just makes me wish, you know, I could be in control of them. Imagine having a derby horse racing game, but with anime girls. I play that. Hey, at least it's in 3D. Like the character models are 3D. I personally am not a fan of live service games on mobile where they show you the character, good illustration, but then when it comes to the gameplay, they're just shrunk to chibi size, and it's only in 2D. That's my one easy example would be Arc Knights. Great character design, but gameplay wise, they're just down to chibi size, and you can't really control them. You can only command them to do something, or they'll just do things passively on their own. But it's like, come on. I would like to see these characters in 3D. And that's where Hoyoverse came in, and they were like, hey, this is Honkai Impact 3rd, live service game. Here's Genshin Impact, live service game. But hey, look, you can play this on your phone and your PS4, and look, 3D models. And you control them freely. No touch screen to make things happen once, and then that's it. Like in Arc Knights. Heck, because of Genshin's success, let's face it, Kuro Games saw the opportunity, so that's why Wuthering Waves exists. Genshin walked so that Wuthering Waves can run. Tower Fantasy, on the other hand, oh, that was like one thing I wanted to talk about, but I kind of like went over time. So here's a little sneak peek on the next yapping session. I mentioned this before. Hota Studios has like their next upcoming game, Neverness to Everness. Again, still a stupid name in my opinion. There was a closed beta, people were playing it, and there was plenty of mixed opinions, but most of them were pretty much negative. And I will tell you why that is. I haven't played the game myself, so consider it as like me in the echo chamber. Just repeating or saying things based on what I've seen, what other YouTubers have said regarding the game, those who have tried out the closed beta. So, yeah, that's all I can say as a teaser. And yeah. But yeah, like I said, Genshin walked so that other games could run. But, you know, Genshin is taking their time. They may 4-5 years going strong. They may be walking, but hey, they're still going. Also, yeah. Remember when I mentioned about how Hoyoverse games are doing like crossovers? I forgot to mention that Wuthering Waves, they're collaborating with Cyberpunk 2077. They never, they didn't mention who, what's happening exactly with that. If it's a guest character or just an event, but yeah, like I said, just like when Genshin did a thing, competitors out there want to do the exact same thing, and try to be better at it. Well, let's just see what it is. They haven't said it, and they haven't revealed enough details to amp up the hype, but I guess I'll give Wuthering Waves credit. That's something I wouldn't expect. Well, I guess that's the same way as how I didn't expect Cyberpunk to be in Guilty Gear. So, that's nice. CG Projekt Red, they should at least feel proud of that. That, if you were what the game started off as really buggy and ugly, now Cyberpunk is, it's back, it's alive, they finally shaped the game that it was meant to be. I mean, the pandemic did affect them, so you gotta cut them a little bit of slack, but they really did make some bad choices, and they were in a big pickle at that moment. Seriously, as an afterthought, it's like, you can't blame them that hard. You can't be too harsh on them, after all that. And again, they fixed it, so you can enjoy the game how it was. And yeah, Switch 2 owners. Although I heard that Cyberpunk on Switch 2, despite, being it possible playable to a level, but be at a level where it's playable, but some folks were saying like, nah, you're better off just playing this Cyberpunk on better hardware and PC especially. I haven't seen it myself, if I recall, but I think I'm curious, really. I mean, especially now that I have a Switch 2. Not to say that I'm planning to get Cyberpunk on the Switch 2, but I want to see for myself just what is it like? Like, is it really that bad? Is it okay? Is it playable? Is it just like does it run like the PS4 where people were asking for refunds? Or did CG Projekt Red manage to make it playable? Like how Nier Automata was somehow playable on Switch 1. Although now with the Switch 2, I could imagine the improvements. Big improvements. That being said, now it kind of struck me, the thought just struck me. Hoyoverse. Now we have the Switch 2. They should have no excuse, right? Genshin on Switch 2. Imagine that if they announced that at the Genshin's 5th anniversary. Heck, for all we know, maybe that's what they're working on right now, or that's what they've been working on ever since maybe they got the dev kits of the Switch 2 on hand years ago, and then they were probably like toying around, trying to figure out how the Switch 2 can run it. Imagine that, really. I mean, Genshin being on PlayStation and now on Xbox, there is no way they would ignore the Switch 2, right? And then eventually, I'm sure ZZZ will enter the fray. And then, I guess, Honkai last. Honkai is not even on Xbox yet. Well, I say yet, but there could be a possibility. But I'm just saying, if it does come to Xbox, I mean, the choice is yours if you're a fan of turn-based RPGs and mixed with gacha. Then I guess you could have a good time with it. Personally, for me, The only thing that I wish Honkai was doing less of is spamming the skip dialogue button over and over. Well, I mean, now they have a dedicated skip dialogue, but beforehand, you had to like button mash the A button over and over because characters just keep talking to the point where you're really gonna lose focus on the details. Like, even no matter how much you pay attention to the dialogues, there's a moment in Honkai that drifts you to another character's perspective, and it's like it's supposed to help you connect the dots. This happened while you were away or whatever. Ugh, no thank you. I liked it better when Honkai in its first season was just straightforward, simple. But hey, the combination, team combination is fun. But anyways, yeah, Genshin on Switch 2, no doubt. But we just gotta wait to see it to believe it, because they didn't say they canceled it. Or, well, like I said, some devs can quietly cancel something, but we'll see. Alright, that is enough yapping. But yeah, there will be more yapping, especially when I talk about Neverness to Everness. And yeah, I think I need a refresher on that too. I need to see videos, YouTubers' reactions here and there. Yeah, so let's see. Tomorrow, I don't know. ZZZ will be in maintenance if I stream at evening, because yeah, 6 p.m. and then 5 hours, 11 p.m. So yeah, well, I don't know, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, I'll see if I can stream tomorrow. We'll see. If I most likely it won't be in the afternoon. I think I'll just I think I got stuff to do in the afternoon. I got laundry and maybe possibly some other things. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next update. It's been a while. I got so many polychromes. I want to use them all. Or at least not all. Sorry, no, scratch that. I don't want to use all of them. I got phase 2 banner to be prepped for. But I don't know. We'll see. Alright, with that, I will then see you guys in the next stream. You folks have a good day and a good night. See you, folks.